Out of the Fog presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Jeff Eaton. Hey, Jeff, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Well, like, I mean, I guess you didn't really come out because you're very clearly just sitting at home.
This is remote Yak headquarters, also known as my dining room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in my living room because I got a connection with Rogers. I managed to get somebody that I could steal lights and stuff off of. So I still look like half professional. But listen, at the best of times, I only get to half professional anyway, really.
So you're normal.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Whatever
So
normal is, take it.
yeah, so let's talk for a couple of minutes about what Yak is, and then maybe a little bit about the Shave for the Brave movement, and then we'll let everybody know that myself and Donnie Coady are going bald in a little while.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Yak's approaching 20, actually. We're about to hit our 20th anniversary. Started after my first diagnosis of cancer as a young adult. I had leukemia at 22. And honestly, Jason, came out of that really with three main things on my mind and in my heart. One was definitely a reality that I'm probably not going to get the next 60 years to make my impact. Another part was definitely the processing of that experience. I needed to do more of it because I had had such traumatic processes and still needed to be able to work through that experience. And the third is I learned some really important stuff as dealing with cancer as a young adult, and I felt like I could share that with other young adults and hopefully help make their experience with cancer a little better. Yak is all about supporting young adults with, through, and beyond cancer. Those words intentionally chosen. There's a
With,
segment of our
through,
people,
and beyond.
there's a segment of our people that will live with their cancer for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
We want to help as many as possible move through the experience and get to the other side where cancer is a big part of their life, but it hasn't derailed it anymore. It hasn't corrupted and taken over. It is a part, if you will. It's on their resume, just like hopefully school is, and they can use that to hopefully to great impact in their future, and that's the goal.
Yeah. So Yak is almost 20, you say. How old is Shave for the Brave?
Yeah, so Shave is 15 this year. It's started 14, really. I guess it's the 15th campaign. So we started in '06, and it has been a beautiful ramp up. And we talk all the time about the brave and the two pieces of Shave for the Brave. The brave people getting these awesome haircuts, and those brave young adults that are dealing with cancer, obviously, that we're here to support. They're a forgotten generation in the cancer world and
Yes.
really underserved. No matter what element of the cancer continuum you look at, you'll see this population of young adults neglected, and not even discussed around the radar. So our focus, obviously, as an organization is to support them through web-based programming, local face-to-face stuff, in the normal times. And now we are seeing a huge change in that need on the digital spaces as we pause our face-to-face stuff. And the same thing for the Shape of the Brave. It's very similar stuff. It's about connection and bringing people together, and these most powerful haircuts of their lives that we can't
Yes.
wait to see you and Donnie. He's a veteran. This will be a hat trick for him. So
Yeah, this is
we're
this will be
excited
three
for
times
both of you
around for
guys.
Donnie. Yeah, it'll be my first one. I don't imagine it'll be my last. I felt really humbled and very grateful when your office reached out to talk about it, because Kathy Stock, obviously, who you know fairly well, we went to high school together, and if she's not the most resilient person I personally know, she's pretty close to it for sure.
She's an incredible part of Yak community, but also an incredible ambassador for Yak and the Shave for the Brave as well. So we're grateful to have her in our community. And it was so great to get to talk to you and to get to talk about the Shave and Yak and community. And it was like, you immediately got that. You just immediately into, no, I get it. You need community when you're dealing with challenge.
Yeah,
And
and
that
that's my
is,
mandate. That's my mandate as a host with Rogers TV and with Out of the Fog, is that the community stuff is the part that I do. So helping people tell stories that they otherwise might not have been able to tell to the same size of an audience. That's the whole idea. That's what we like to do here. I'm wondering if you wouldn't mind sort of explaining. You were talking about this is an age demographic, young adults that is defined, I guess, by whatever healthcare organization as being between
sorry.
certain ages. Can we talk a little bit about what those ages are and how they are sort of lost?
Yeah, so in the cancer world, those diagnosed between 15 and 39 are kind of referred to as adolescents and young adults. And, there's a whole bunch of reasons why that audience is being pulled out for further investigation. Most of them are really based around this lack of progress or lack of resources or neglect. Another way to think about this in a really funny treatment hospital system, the way their systems are built, is if you're a pediatric patient at the Janeway and you're a pediatric oncologist, 90% of your patients are under 15.
Yes.
If you're a medical oncologist at the cancer center, more than 90% of your patients are over 40. So you flip that on its head and you've got a system that's really built to treat the younger and the over 40s. In other words, we're no priority. We're not anyone's priority.
And
we see a big
I guess
impact.
people can in their head rationalize it from a statistical perspective. Like you have to treat the largest amount of people that you can, but we're talking about people's lives, so you can't just ignore that other segment. So I think there's so much value in what Yak is doing and what you've built here. And you're such a community guy. So, I mean, I know that you don't like to be called like founder or fancy pants boss man or guy who created the thing. I know that that's not your style. And I personally have a lot of appreciation for that, because I think that's at the heart of the community sort of thing that you're trying to build, so everybody feels comfortable.
You know what, Jason, actually, I prefer to be referred to as Supreme Commander and Ultimate Dictator.
Cut.
Because I say that all the time, because that that bleeds right into the community of Yak, and we make fun of ourselves. We laugh 10 times more than anything else that we do at Yak within our community of 3,600 young adults and growing. It is about finding this power within this cancer, and humor is a part of that. And there's no one better at that than Kathy Stock, our mutual friend.
She's great. She's great. And also, like, I have such an appreciation for like a dark humor, and I think that comes up a lot with people who have been through really, really difficult times.
Yes.
It's almost like their threshold for like what is a disgusting joke just changes completely, because they're like, yeah, but that's nothing. Like, we can make fun of cancer. That's easy, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. And that, to me, that's empowering to be able to do that. And that's just one of the many things that we do at Yak, is we're giving you back your power. And part of that is making fun of cancer. And there's lots of ways that survivors express that, but that's super important.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be making fun of cancer, but I am going to be making fun of myself and my incredibly powerful haircut now in a little while. And I'm pretty sure that everybody else is going to also. So I got like this super curly hair. I think I'm gonna shave myself in like a curly mohawk, and then we can all laugh at that for a bit, and then I'll get right down to business.
We love it. We're so grateful that you and DC have taken this on, and grateful for Rogers for helping us get the message out. We have some excellent partners in that make the shave go round, and we're grateful for them. And of course, that blow your mind, the people and especially even the young kids that are so committed to this. And, we've never had a need as great as now. There's never been a shave campaign as important as this one. So we are so grateful for all of your support. You at Rogers and collectively the community, the young adults that we support are one of those vulnerable populations we hear about every night. And they need Yak in their community now more than ever. So on behalf of all of them that we serve, grateful. Thank you to you and everyone.
Now I'm emotional. I'm gonna get all teary-eyed. So you stop. Thank you very much, Mr. Jeff Eaton, Ultimate Supreme Commander of Young Adult Cancer Canada. I'm gonna go get bald on your behalf.
Thanks a lot, dude. I can't wait to see you on the other side of this in your smoother, more powerful look.
We'll be right back after this.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Okay, welcome back, guys, to our special Out of the Fog Rogers TV presentation. No stranger to everybody here at Rogers, Mr. Donald P. Coady, Esquire.
What do you have, guys? How you doing? Thanks so much, Jason. What a laugh we're going to have.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I had a conversation with Jeff. Of course, he mentioned that this is a hat trick for you this time around.
Yeah, man. Third time's a charm. That's why I'm going the old mohawk to switch it up.
Going to be a little bit different.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand that you have you've got somebody by to sort of witness, with that somebody who you've been isolating with, that's kind of gonna witness and make sure that you don't do too terrible a job.
Yeah, she's in the bubble for sure.
Yeah. So I'm solo.
Okay.
So this is gonna be a mess. So that's the reason I have this there's a couple millimeter guard on this thing, because I'm afraid I'm actually gonna hurt myself. Like I'm scared to hurt myself. So then after the fact, I'll get cleaned up.
Yeah, no, it sounds good to me. I'm just going to go for it, and whatever nicks and bumps happen along the way. And yes, of course, afterwards, I am going to like figure out how to make it even better or not horrible. And I might do my entire head. If it goes to pot and I'm like, what is this? Then I have to do what I have to do. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. So yeah. I'm never really concerned with what anybody thinks of me. I think being concerned about other people is like, that's how you get to be unhappy. So that's not my style at all. But I am a little bit worried about this.
Like, you don't want to not be good looking, though. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't choose.
Nobody wants to be unattractive.
No, you don't want to go walking around looking a mess. But we might. We'll see.
Yeah. And
speaking of which, guess what? Today in the mail, my Yak Jazz showed up. What a wicked timing for this, eh?
Amazing.
So if it looks like crap, I'm going to cover it up anyway.
Exactly. So can we talk, before we get down to business here, can we talk a little bit about how you became a part of this and shaved a couple of times in the past? Because I'm a rookie. I'm a Yak virgin. I'm a Shave for the Brave virgin. The timing of having been in quarantine and not being able to get a haircut is just sort of fortunate. So why don't, if you would, just talk for a couple of minutes about why this has been important to you in the past.
Absolutely. So first met Jeff, learned about the organization. I had a childhood friend named Philip, and he grew up one meadow over from me. I grew up in Logie Bay, and he passed away at 21. We were friends all throughout our childhood, and I'd never dealt with any really close family passing at that point, and it was a very like surreal look back on it, like, wow, he was in my life, and so soon he wasn't. And so when I got to know the organization, it all sort of clicked, and I felt like it would be nice just to shave my head to pay tribute to him in my own little way, and raise some money, which we did. But then through just my passion for cause work and service work, and Jeff's noble motive to help connect resources for the young adults, boom, 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 we started working together as well. And so since then, I've been so lucky to contribute to a lot of their initiatives and their campaign, Shave for the Brave, the annual one that brings us together on this front today, and so many other fundraisers and things that they do. And everything you see in terms of the Shave for the Brave is the tip of the iceberg. There's so much hard work and supporting of the young adults that is what this thing is all about. And they do so much of that and do such a great job. So I'm so happy to be working with them in whatever ways I can and doing this today.
Yeah, so of course, we're doing it in a large part for awareness, but also because it is a big fundraising campaign. So instead of each of us creating separate fundraising accounts, Donnie has a link that he's been raising some money on. We didn't want to compete against one another. Just didn't feel like that was fair. So everybody in the Rogers TV, Out of the Fog audience, we're gonna put a link up on our social media, and you'll be able to find where you can go to contribute to the ridiculousness. That, I mean, I'm looking at my watch here. I think we should just give it a go. What do you think?
I love it. I got my some Facebook friends watching. What do you have, guys? I'm never on this live dealio. I'm like Gramps up in here now, but I love it. Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm super nervous. Okay, so I mean, I've got some Facebook friends who are watching around here now too. Let's just give it a go. Are you ready? Wait, hold on. I have a thing. Should I put it on, or am I fancy then?
You know what? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to control.
But you'll make fun of me after.
Oh, okay. I'll see you there.
No. You ready?
Okay, ready. Okay. Now, guys, I got a mirror set up behind this, so I'm not just relying on the magic of the internet to have this happen. I have a lot of grays actually coming up here. Oh, Jason, yours is good.
Am I doing good? I can't see it. I started where my glasses would go. Oh my goodness. I started where my glasses would go so that I could put them back on after.
I think that's why you're looking so different. I never see you had your glasses on.
I have so much hair.
Not for long, player.
Oh,
Yeah, I like that.
I'm just staying right here. I'm just going to live in this space here now for the rest of my life.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, here we go. I'm not nearly as warm as I was a few minutes ago.
Is there a draft?
How you feeling?
I'll tell you what. I love having my head shaved on the sides. It's my jam. Going up into a mohawk, I have not done. So that is going to be a thing. And I faded, and this is not a fade. This is a literal lop. That's the question I want to think about in the end. It's like, how am I going to make the back of my head?
I mean, I grew up Catholic, so I'm basically just praying for the best.
This is like the Britney, man.
I don't know. I mean, how does everybody feel about this so far?
This is the best. Now listen, this is like, we got to go even closer. Right now I'm on a guard. I'm trying to get like rid of the ball.
I mean, I think I'm like, it's like 3 millimeters or something is what my thing says here.
Brave hockey. I was watching so much TV, and I was seeing all the sports dudes all start to like shave mohawks in their head as some sign of being driven crazy over being stuck at home.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, that's cool. We need to get in on that. And I think Brave Hawks should be a thing.
I like that phrasing, Brave Hawk.
Well, I mean,
okay,
listen,
so I think I'm mostly around the sides. I'm gonna get like up in here now.
Oh,
like,
no.
Where do I want to be? Where do I want to be? Like maybe like here.
This is good. It's not even, to me, it's not even looking like, it's not even like gone yet, you know? Oh no, look at you go. Okay, I gotta take the guard off now. It's gotta get into
This is amazing. Oh.
That's cool though, dude.
Yeah? We doing okay?
You just became like 10 years younger. Oh shit.
I just want to let everybody know who's watching that I'm looking at this in my monitor. Like I don't know.
I got a mirror on the go. You're
the mirror?
Look. Oh, whoa. Hey, man.
Look at that.
My guard's closer than yours.
I mean, what a mess. Okay, I'm gonna take a little minute here and see what I got. This
looks great.
I feel like
guys on Facebook Live, if you want to go over to Jason Piercey's Instagram or Facebook Live, you're going to see him also shaving his head, in case this makes no sense to you at all.
Yeah. So where are we for time? Okay, we only got a couple of minutes. So
okay.
do we want to talk for a little bit here about what we're doing, and then after the fact, I'm going to continue shaving on my live. So anybody who's tuning into that, stick around for another minute while we end the show here, and we'll go from there. So DC, you're looking good, man.
You think so?
Good. It's working for you. I think you might be freezing up on me a little bit, but you're looking good. Okay, so
I wish mine could actually stay like this. Go ahead.
I think you should. Any can't even take myself seriously. Any last words?
I'll tell you what. The last words are that the wait list for young adults, and that's anyone in the age group of between like 19 and 39-ish.
15 to 39.
Boom. There is a 340% wait list for young adults to access life-saving programs, retreats, all the services that YAC exists to provide.
Wow.
And I think that's huge and very important for us to lean into supporting that organization, because young adults are our future. They're our teachers, coaches, our friends, new parents. And I think that anyone who can get involved in this campaign in any way to help protect our future is important.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you very much, DC. We'll see you around Rogers TV and Out of the Fog again soon. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with baldness after this. Welcome back to our special Young Adult Cancer Canada Shave for the Brave Out of the Fog episode. I didn't get my Shave for the Brave hat in the mail just yet, but I happen to have this Rogers Hometown Hockey one kicking around, so I figured that's what I would do. I did not keep the curly mohawk. I went all the way, and here is the result. There we go. So that's it. I'm shaved, and I did it in the name of a good cause, and we're going to post a link where you can go donate to Donnie's campaign. So I want to thank Jeff Eaton for coming out to be a part of this episode. I want to thank my buddy, good friend, and co-host, Donnie Coady, for helping out and for doing the do also. I want to thank you guys for watching and for your donations. Thank you very, very much. Together we'll fight this. And I have nothing else to say. I have a big, big mess to clean up. And I'll see you, still hairless, next week.
Hi, I'm John Finn, Executive Director of the School Lunch Association. The School Lunch Association is a registered charity which operates a non-stigmatizing program that provides a hot, nutritious lunch for school children, regardless of a family's financial situation. On average, we serve over 6,300 meals per day in 36 schools throughout eastern Newfoundland. Last year, we served over 1 million meals. As a result of the closure of our schools due to the COVID-19 pandemic, unfortunately, our organization, like many others, had to cease its operations. This meant that children who rely on our program for lunch each day were going to have to look elsewhere for a meal. Given the size of our operation, when our daily lunch service stopped, we found ourselves with a significant stockpile of food spread across 36 different sites. Our staff in the schools worked quickly with principals and teachers to donate the milk and perishable items to children and families in need, as well as local food banks. However, it was our non-perishable items and frozen items that now represented a remaining inventory valued at $300,000. Knowing we were in a tremendous position to help, we reached out to other like-minded nonprofit organizations. The St. John's Farmers Market, Choices for Youth, and Food Personnel then partnered with the School Lunch Association, and we came up with what is now called the Community Food Distribution Hub. The idea was to utilize the space in the farmers market for a one-stop shop where nonprofit organizations that produce meals could come and take what they need. As the majority of our product was commercial in size, we knew that organizations such as the Gathering Place, Stella's Circle, Choices for Youth, the Indigenous Friendship Center, and many others would benefit tremendously. Once our concept came together, the challenge was then to figure out how to retrieve the food from the schools. This is where businesses and other partners really stepped up to the plate. To start, we purchased a dozen large freezers and had them delivered to the site at the farmers market. Next, the RNC provided an officer and 4 RNC cadets. Household Movers and Shippers offered a truck and 2 employees, and Akita Equipment offered an employee in a refrigerated truck. Over the course of 4 days, we convoyed around to our different schools and set up the distribution hub. Within hours of the launch of our program, applications came pouring in from all the organizations we anticipated that would benefit. We are honored to know that our donation will give back to the community just as the community has given to us and will serve some of the most vulnerable of our population during this extremely challenging time. Moving forward, now more than ever, we need your help. On average, it takes us $500,000 of fundraising a year for our organization to be considered successful. We anticipate that in this coming year, the need will be even greater. And that is why we are pleased that our good friends at Coast 101.1 have stepped up again to help us with this year's annual fundraiser. Proud sponsors Coleman's, Notice Electronics, Upsky Down Films, Trades NL, and Rogers TV are on board this year, and you can help as well. Just text the word lunch to 45678. We wish to extend a sincere thank you to all of those who have helped with our latest endeavor, as well as to those who continue to help year after year. The School Lunch Association has been there serving meals for over 30 years, and when that school bell rings again, we will be there.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media. Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
We're the generation that had it all. We're the generation that had the music and the moves. We're the generation that had a dream. We came together to feed the world's children. We came together to protect them. And in this dangerous world, we have to keep on saving them and protecting them, even when we're gone. If we remember UNICEF in our will, we'll be the generation who left a better world for children. Please visit uniceflegacy.ca.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy DC, and I am the Thursday night host of St. John's local tradition, Out of the Fog. You know, local matters here on the show, and from arts and business, not-for-profit, anybody doing anything great to make our province a more rewarding place to live and work. It all happens right here in the studio. So join me and